So last night, I know that this is just a small detail in what was sort of a crap show last night for the Nuggets. I really don't know how they can look me straight in the face through a camera and tell me that ball didn't hit Vucevic's leg. It changed direction.
It was really
it changed direction.
really close.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't either.
I'm not putting that game on one call.
There's two. It was that, and then they gave them a pretty quick timeout when it looked like Bruce Brown had the tie up with
thought
Vucevic
there was
too.
jump ball, but you know what? Again, it's a tie. You're going to lose that jump ball against him anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. You're going to lose the jump ball.
So I guess to me it was 6 one way, half dozen the other. But again, on that strip, the Joker strip, I thought to myself, listen, I don't really know if it touched his knee or not. I guess I couldn't really tell it changing directions that much or whatever.
Do you remember what happened right after that?
Well,
so they got the ball back?
They had to inbound the ball, yeah.
And then Vucevic hits that three from the top of the key.
Yeah,
and that was deep too. That was like a 30-footer. It looked like to me. It was deep.
He had missed 5 of those same exact shots. He was struggling in this game. Couldn't make a shot. I watched him pregame. It's weird how things work in circles. He couldn't make a 3 in pregame. I'm like, this guy's gonna have a rough night. And then of course the one he needed to make, he made.
Yeah.
But one thing emerged. And it troubled me a little bit, and David Adelman was asked about it after the game. So the Nuggets have 3 losses. What do all 3 of those losses have in common?
They hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
they didn't close. I mean, that's something.
Their clutch basketball hasn't been clutch.
Yeah.
Not this season. This is, and you're talking about over the last 5 years, one of, if not the most clutch team in the closing minutes of ball games. Their 2-man game, now a 3-man game. It's as clutch as it gets. And they're 0 for 3 in clutch games. They couldn't close out Golden State in the clutch. They couldn't close out Portland in the clutch.
Yep.
And then last night, they actually led by a point in under 2 minutes to play and could not win the game.
You know, Vic, and again, I guess I can harp on every little stupid play. Number one, I thought it was impossible physics-wise that the ball did not hit off a knee or something. And even if it didn't, that's almost an impossibility. A billion times out of a billion, it hits off that guy's body part and goes, back to the Nuggets. But the pick and roll with Joker and Jamal late in that game where Jamal threw it away.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
costly.
Yeah, and I'm like, that doesn't usually happen. And
that's
Scotty said it was a tick late, and it might have been a tick late. It looked kind of slow motion-ish, molasses-like, but he just doesn't turn the ball over in that type of situation. And Jamal only had 2 turnovers all night long, but that one, Vic, that one was crucial.
Okay,
because you've got Joker rolling to the hoop down the lane, or he's going to roll down the lane.
But the reason I bring it up, Moj, why the closing time has not been the same. David Adelman was asked about that. What do you notice? And he says, we are taking too long to get into our sets. And he's exactly right. There's too much dribble. Teams know what they're going to do now. Teams know that the 2-man game exists. They know what 2 men on the court are going to play that game. It's taking too long to get into it. And teams are sitting and waiting. That's why that turnover took place.
You're probably right, Vic. And even at the end, and Jamal made an off-balance, one-legged fallback 3 to get him within 1, which was great.
Too late.
But it felt like it just took him. I mean, you had how many seconds left? 7.3 seconds left or something like that. And it felt like he just kind of galoped up the floor. And I'm like, sprint up the floor.
See, but
it just felt like he's just kind of bringing it up. And I'm like, dude, you're going to run the clock out here.
I have a bigger question, though, because Vic, you said over the last 5 years that's been the bread and butter, and I will agree. When the Nuggets are at their peak, the 2-man game, it's like a slow noose that just slowly tightens as the last 4 minutes of the game goes on, and you just choke teams out. I think that was kind of an issue last year too.
Yeah, I agree.
This has been. It's not like unique to 3 losses this year. It's kind of been that way for the last couple of years, dating all the way back to Game 7 against Minnesota.
I agree. I think they need to come up with another wrinkle to that.
They need to have, to make a football comparison, you got a bread and butter play. Let's say it's a run play.
Yeah.
Have a play action off it. Like do something that still makes the defense think there's another aspect to this game.
Use your wings.
Yeah.
Use your wings, because I noticed the same thing. On that play that you described, Moshe, where Jamal tried to get it back to Joker and it went off Vucevic's leg and it turned into a layup, they knew it was coming.
Of course.
They knew it was coming, and it's very predictable now late in games. I totally agree. Listen, they're 0 for 3 in clutch games. The Denver Nuggets could be 13-0 right now.
They could be.
Very easily 13-0. They had Golden State won. That game should have been over. Portland was one horrible call that we all know about. And then last night, I mean, executing down the stretch, they could be 13-0. You have to have clutch finishes.
I don't know who it was that was defending Jamal up top. I'm trying to remember who it was.
It was Osu.
Was it Io?
Dosunmu?
Yeah.
Dosunmu.
Yeah. But he made a really smart play because he rolled with Joker. And then you had the big fella, you had Vucevic,
Flashed. He basically flashed toward him.
Yes. But the guy who was defending Jamal on the pick and roll, he rolled as well. I mean, he did a really good job, and he had his hands in the air. So I've got to give the Bulls credit in that, but you just don't expect the Nuggets to turn it over in that situation with the game on the line. It's very un-Nugget-like.
What I didn't expect was the Nuggets battled back from 18 down in the second quarter. All right, and you're like, okay, they're fine now. They're fine. Go to halftime, you're fine. Right, it's a game, and they've been the best third quarter team in the NBA, the best. And they got ripped in the third last night.
Yeah, it's almost like
all
all the energy they expended coming back before halftime, it was not there to begin the third, obviously.
And that's where it costs you.
Yeah.
That's where it costs you. So, live and learn. You gave one back to the field. That's a game you give back to the field. That's how I look at NBA seasons.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about I wasn't worried about the Golden State loss. I wasn't. I was livid over the Portland loss because of the way they lost with a ridiculous call. And this one was I call this one a disappointment because you just gave one back to the basketball gods. This was a scheduled loss for Chicago. Everybody in NBA circles knows that. Back-to-back, double OT last night for Chicago in Utah. Got into their hotel rooms, got to bed at 3 a.m. That's a scheduled loss. No reason in the world they should win that game.
Give me 2. Hey, Vic, is this fair to say this? And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I think OKC's just going to check out. They're not going to have an all-time season, but they're just going to check out a little bit. I guess it's still appropriate to set your...
Check out how? What do you mean?
They're just going to keep winning. They're 14-1. They're just going to keep winning basketball games, okay? And you gave one away last night.
Yeah.
Are you still shooting? Hey, listen.
They're not just winning basketball games. They're obliterating teams.
They are. They're killing them.
They're obliterating
So I guess the question is, do we look at it? Yeah, you still got to catch OKC. Because if they don't secure a 2 seed for the postseason over the rest of the field in the West, especially with Wemby now out for a couple of weeks, this kind of thing. And say what you will about Houston, they're pretty damn good. I get that. Man, they got to have a 2 seed, dude. They got to have a 2 seed.
I was going to ask you about this, guys.
2 seed. I'm already thinking about 2 seed.
I was going to ask you about this because I know Scott, and I know you want me to wrap up. I'll wrap real quick. Scott Hastings completely disagrees with me, and I disagree with Scott. Wemby's got a calf strain. They think he's going to be out 2 weeks. That means that Wemby will not be here when the Spurs visit the Nuggets on November 28th. And I want to see the best against the best. I want Wemby here. Scott says, no, you don't want to see. I completely disagree. This is entertainment at the end of the day. And I know you're rooting for your team. I want to see Joker versus Wemby. I want to see San Antonio at their best. That's what I want to see as a fan. That's what I want to see as a broadcaster. I don't want to see San Antonio without Wemby. I don't know how you as fans feel. Are you more like, hey, good, this is good news for the Nuggets, or that sucks? I wanted to go to that game, and I expect to see Wemby.
Oh, I think you want to see him. I'm the same way as you. Yeah. Look, if this is the playoffs, Vic, you want to hand me somebody who's too injured to play during the playoffs?
Sure.
Okay, I'll take that. It's regular season.
Yeah.
Let's do it.